Let's bring in former Dallas Fed President Richard Fisher. He's now a senior advisor to Barclays and a CNBC contributor. Richard, one of the things that gets me is that we're all humans, and humans are running the Fed. And there's an expression about the conviction of the converted, and I don't want them to, I don't know, always be thinking about staying at zero for too long so that they have to sort of maybe make the same mistake on the other side of things. Is there anything to that? Do we really psychologically need to believe they're going to keep going a la Volcker for it to work? Because 25 basis points isn't going to do really that much. Do they need to do it to convince us they're serious?
No, look, Joe, the North Star for central bankers is 2% inflation. And that's what they navigate to. So I think they're close. I agree with you. I don't think another quarter point's going to be, first, I think it's baked in the cake, but it's not going to do that much damage. And with regard
that much good. That's a point, Richard. It's just.
Well, I think it does do good because you have to stick to your course.
That's what I'm saying. Then it's psychological. It's not that it actually somehow gives a little bit more dampening of demand and slows something somewhere, some kind of labor hiring or whatever, wage gains. It's not that it's actually going to have a positive effect there. It's just sort of a psychological. That's why they have to do it, to stay the course. And I don't. Why isn't unemployment? Why isn't full employment a better North Star than 2%?
We have full employment, Joe. We have the most employment.
Well, we're not going to.
Almost in history, we have a very low unemployment rate. So
they want it to go up.
It's a gradual titration, and I think you want to complete the course. I do believe they're going to move at this meeting. Most likely, they would likely hold and see how the data reveal whether or not they're getting closer to their target. And again, the North Star is 2%.
So, okay, that's a course. You're not saying they know what the terminal rate is needed to get to 2%. You're saying 2% is completing the course. I'm
saying, as to go back to your point, these are human beings. There's no mathematical precision, despite what the street would like. No, there isn't, Joe. This is judgment, and these are
makes me feel so good.
Very earnest people who are smart and delivering on their best judgment. So,
yeah, like they did at zero for way too long. Steve has a question.
I was a critic of that. You know that I was against that, and they overdid it. And I would hate to see them not complete the course here, because then you let go of all kinds of spirits that can undermine and their battle against inflation, can do more damage long term, do a lot of damage to fixed income investors, et cetera. So we just have to make this adjustment. And as to Steve's point, let's face it, Silicon Valley Bank, Republic were poorly managed. Period.
Richard.
So, yeah. And by the way, Steve and I spent Wednesday night with dinner with 300 other people. It was very pleasant, wasn't it, Steve?
Richard, I wanted to congratulate you on being a Visionary Award winner of the Council of Economic Education, which we're both involved in this effort to teach teachers how to teach economics and mandating it. It's out there. And Richard was gracious enough to come and a Visionary Award winner. But Richard, let me ask you this question. How's the Fed doing?
Joe does not believe I have any vision, but that's okay. Go ahead.
How is the Fed doing in this idea that it can separate monetary policy and supervision? Do we say it's a success because we're not sitting here in a panic about systemic risk? Or is it a failure because we've had 3 big bank failures and the Fed had to create a new fund in order to liquefy the banks?
Yeah, I think they did drop the ball on the supervisory side. You dropped the ball at San Francisco. You dropped the ball in the supervision by the Board of Governors. There's a long history here, Steve. I remember Alan Greenspan just took the hands off the wheel and wanted to let the markets solve every problem. And we had a horrible decline in the morale of the supervision staff at the Board of Governors and at the banks. And then we came back under Ben Bernanke, given the crisis that we faced. Then we had Dodd-Frank on top of that. There have been a lot of forces tugging and pulling and shoving at the regulators. But now it's the responsibility of Mr. Barr, the first vice chairman officially in charge of supervision and regulation. And he's going to have to tighten the screws. I do agree with the point that was made earlier, which is this is going to lead the banks to pull in a little bit. And they're going to be living in fear of the tighter strictures on regulation.
Right. So,
you know, if you're a bank of $100 billion or more, you're going to now be subject to very deep scrutiny, even below that if you're in the $80 to $90 billion in footings.